Okay.
चल रहे?
हाँ मे बी
कट कर
5-10 मिनट्स बाद में कट कर लेंगे.
हाँ?
जो स्टार्ट इन 5-10 मिनट्स बाद में लेट कर.
We'll start. चलो. Hi Rajeev.
Hi Piyush.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
How's life?
Good. Everything is good.
Thank you so much. So first of all, Rajeev, thank you so much for being here today. We are conducting a small podcast around the different career avenues in clinical data management. So today we just want to know a few things around clinical data management as a career, and I think there could not be any person better than you who can simply give the idea and be a subject matter and simply help candidates to take a step further. So thank you so much for being here today. So if you can simply give your small introduction to start with, that would be wonderful.
Okay. Thanks for the connecting. And I'm Rajeev and Srivastava. I'm currently working for Sanofi as a clinical data technology lead, and having more than 16 plus years of experience, which includes different avenues of data management where I have worked. I have gained the experience, and whatever we are going to talk today, it will be totally my thoughts.
Great.
It is nothing related to the company or specific to the company. It is all my thoughts, what I have learned, what I have gained experience, and just want to help the new generation, new talent to come support us, be the next generation as our leaders, and take the clinical trials to a next level.
Okay, great. So with your permission, is it okay if we can make it English, a part of English and Hindi?
Yes, definitely.
For better understanding of our audience. So Rajeev, let's address the elephant in the room. What is clinical data management?
So clinical data management is all about managing your data which is collected by the subject of the subject. Data collected of the subjects. When I say data collected of the subject, there are many ways to collect the data. We have different tools जहाँ पे हम सिर्फ डेटा ही नहीं बहुत कुछ करते हैं.
Okay.
और टूल्स के अंदर ही हम मेक श्योर करते हैं कि वो डेटा जो आ रहा है वो क्लीन हो पूरा.
Okay.
और एक प्रॉपर स्ट्रक्चर है. प्रॉपर स्ट्रक्चर अगर है तो इजी होता है नेक्स्ट स्टेप पे देने के लिए, क्योंकि सिर्फ डेटा हम लेके कलेक्ट करके तो कुछ नहीं होगा.
Right.
उस डेटा पे बहुत सारा एक्सपेरिमेंट होता है, बहुत सारा एनालिसिस होता है. उसको उस डेटा को समझाने के लिए, लाइक डेटा जब हम कहते हैं तो बहुत सारे रोज, अगर मैं एक्सेल की बात करूँ और मुझे 1 लाख रो मिल जाए तो मुझे समझ में नहीं आएगा डेटा क्या है.
Right.
तो उसके पीछे उसकी क्लीनिंग होती है. अब कई बार होता है कि कई सब्जेक्ट का कुछ डेटा मिलता है, कुछ डेटा नहीं मिलता है, तो वो सब क्लीनिंग होती है. सो क्लीनिंग हुआ, प्रोसेसिंग हुआ, ये सब पूरा डेटा मैनेजमेंट का काम है.
Okay.
So when I say clinical data management, it starts with acquisition,
Okay.
includes cleaning, includes processing, and then forwarding it for the data submissions.
Okay. Great. So there is a process flow to the entire
Yes.
case. Clinical data management as a process.
Yes.
Now, from past 5 years, there are many pharma graduates जो आए दिन मेरे से पूछते हैं, sir, I want to build a career in clinical data management. Unfortunately, problem ये है कि उनको clinical data management का clinical aspect भी नहीं पता.
Correct.
So let's say for a fresher, if they want to build a career in clinical data management, what do you think? What is the skill set that they require to start with?
Okay. So I'll take from past what was happening. Like if you are someone who have studied bios in your graduation, post graduation, you are good for the data management.
Okay.
Now, but as per our education system, we know that if you are studying bios, you will not study the technical part, maths and all technology, you will not be able to. But now data management all about studying everything. You should be aware about the bios part as well as the technical part also. Not very technical, but some of the technical aspects. Like for example, nowadays we have a big word called AI.
Right. Yes.
Artificial intelligence. So it doesn't mean that you should be like masters in programming, or you should understand the data. So new talent who are coming up, they have to understand that where they want to be, technical part or non-technical part.
Okay.
There are a lot of non-technical parts also in the clinical data management.
Okay.
But if you gain some knowledge, at least knowledge will help you to excel your career, to to get into the at least entry level. So you need to understand what is clinical research first thing.
Okay.
In clinical research, what is clinical data management, and the most important is what is data,
Okay.
and how the data you are going, means like how the data, when I say like if something is we are collecting or we are doing any collection, any analysis or anything what we are planning for a problem statement, what should be the starting end and what should be the end.
Okay.
So clinical data management, they should understand that what is the clinical when I say data and when I say management.
Okay.
Data acquisition, cleaning, processing, everything comes into clinical data management.
Great. So is there any, are there any specific softwares that a candidate should learn if they want to build a career in clinical data management?
See, there are multiple softwares which is currently available in the market.
Okay.
They can learn anything, but again, some company will be using some other technology, someone is using some their own built technology, someone is building using some other company softwares. So there is nothing specific. Currently trend, if you will say technical wise, if they know SAS, Python, R or any visualization tool like Power BI or you have Tableau, Spotify, it gives them the added advantage to be identified among the crowd.
Okay. Great. So you have had a mammoth experience in clinical data management, 16 plus years. How you have seen this clinical data management field evolved in past 16 to 15 years?
It's a very big topic, I'd say, because when I started, I've received even the specification to paper CRFs were there. Then they converted it into Word and PDFs. Then we identified then we came to Excel. Then from Excel, it is now automated tools are there.
Okay.
So it's the involvement of the technology to optimize the task. When we started, we thought that okay, if I leverage the technology, the headcounts will become less. That was not at all the scenario, because when there were paper CRM, there were less people to work on it. They needed more people to work on it, so there were less work, less research, because too much of involvement people were there, of human intervention was there. Now it involved to technology. So what happens? Now we see that okay, we need 3 people to do this. Let's increase the volume of the work. So there might be 2 trials was running and 300 people were working on the paper trials to collect the data, clean the data, everything. Now 30 trials are running. We need 3,000 people to work on it.
Okay.
Volume of the work has increased because of the efficiency, and at the same time it increased the jobs, more people. So initially, if you know about the bio, so you can understand that how you are actually now some technical part that how to go, from where to go, for that trainings and all tool trainings are there. So with the help of that, you are doing it. So volume is increasing, so the headcount will be increased definitely.
Okay.
So there are people who think that okay, if technology will come, then our jobs will go.
Right.
No, that will not at all be a only thing is one task 4 people were doing, might be only 1 people will do.
Right.
But there will be a limitation, like one task currently why we are doing, because of too much of effort is there.
Right.
Now we will get 10 more tasks, similar 10 tasks. So initially 4 people were engaged, now 10 people will be engaged. So jobs will increase from 4 to 10.
Great.
So that's how I have seen clinical research evolving, starting with very less trials, going from 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 60. Every month there are some new studies are coming, new different phases are coming. Lot of investment now people have done because we have gained the efficiency. Initially when I started, I remember we used to do a study within 140 days.
Okay.
Now the same task I remember I have done in 66 days.
Almost half.
Almost half. With the help of technology, with the help of people, and same thing means there was one study where everyone is working. Now there are 4 studies, individual people are working on it.
Okay.
So that's the evolvement I have seen in last 15, 16 years. 10 studies in a group of people are handling now. The same group is, and more people now are handling at least 30 studies, 40 studies. So that's a.
So it has grown.
Yes, like qualitatively it has grown like anything.
Great. Okay. Now you are a data lead, right? You must be hiring talent from the market. What are the attributes that you love to see in a talent or a person you are interviewing, and hate those attributes which you simply do not want to consider while you are interviewing a candidate?
So I can see there are some scenarios where I have seen, like I have interviewed people, they don't have much knowledge. Might be they have worked on a simple one task, but when they talk with confidence.
Okay.
When I ask, okay, tell me about what is SaaS, or how you do a listings or anything, or how you do a data acquisition, might be they have not worked, but they have that confidence to say, sir, I have worked on this part, I can explain you. Might be I can't explain you this part. So there, if I talk about data acquisition or some tool, I have worked on a study bit, not on the migrations.
Okay.
They are very confident with that, and we love that confidence, because anyway, if you hire someone, I know that might be he have worked, or might be they don't have worked on it.
Right.
But the question at that point of time, what I'm asking, they have worked on it, so they are able to answer. But might be they are not able to answer the questions which I have not asked them. We can't ask everything in an interview.
Right.
So we see the confidence. Basically, the major part is the confidence that people have, and the overconfidence of people have.
Okay.
No, I know everything. When they say I know everything, so you have not worked, you have worked for 2 or 3 years only.
Right.
I have worked for 16 years. So if I start asking you everything, you will not be able to answer.
Right.
So the important, when they come for the interview, when they say I know everything, they should not take that word. Everything means now I can ask anything. For example, with respect to any PDC tool, I can ask you anything. Then you will fumble.
Right.
And then you lose your point.
Exactly. Yes.
And we lose the confidence. He's saying that he's lying somewhere, or the other way he's lying. Or the people who don't know the answer, but still they try to get, and they take it on some other path. I asked about the tree, they are talking about the seeds. They are not talking about tree. I want to know what is mango tree. They are talking about seeds or some flowers or something like that, and then they don't relate it.
Beating around the bush.
Yes, that's a correct word, but I don't wanted to take that. But yes, so those all candidates, they lose the points there.
Okay.
They lose the confidence in the interviewer. And when we give our comments, we say that what is good, what needs to be worked.
Great.
So those all inputs we do. We have hired someone who was not very great into explaining things. Means he was not very familiar with the jargons or with the small words like if I say DPS. So he was not very familiar. When I said that okay, there is something which a document which have that, he told me everything about that. But he was not aware with that about that jargon. But he was aware. So those type of people, we need to build their communication, their openness, their exposures. We have to build. So those are comments we provide. So if you show overconfidence in an interview, you lack the point. If you show confidence, whatever you are saying, you gain a lot of points there.
Okay.
And even confidence that interviewer will also think that okay, I can give him some task and he can execute it by his own with the help of how he's going to do it's his setup, but he can do it. He will not say no, I don't want, I am not hired for this. These all dialogues we are not going to receive.
Right.
So this is the important one.
Okay. Great. Industry कहाँ जा रही है? Where is industry?
इंडस्ट्री जा रही है अभी. अगर मैं इंडिया की बात करूँ तो हमारे पास बहुत सारा स्कोप है अभी.
Okay.
बहुत सारी फार्मा कंपनीज अपना सेटअप बैठा रही है इंडिया में, और हमारे बच्चों के इस वक्त जो पास आउट और जो फ्रेशर्स हैं उनके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा स्कोप है. अगर वो डेडिकेटली किसी भी, लाइक आपने बोला कि क्या टूल्स है वो टेक्नोलॉजीज, अगर वो डेडिकेटली 3 महीने भी पढ़े उनको, मैं उनके ग्रेजुएशन पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन बारे में बात ही नहीं कर रहा, सिर्फ 3 महीने जो वो पढ़ रहे हैं अगर वो पढ़े तो उनके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा स्कोप है इस वर्क. क्योंकि इंडिया में अभी देखते तो बहुत सारी कंपनीज अपना सेटअप बैठा है, जो कि पहले से सालों साल से वो शायद किसी दूसरे देश में अपना US UK में अपना हेड ऑफिस बैठा है. बट अभी वो आ रही है इंडिया में, बैठा नहीं अपना सारा। आप देखोगे नोवार्टिस का कितना बड़ा ऑफिस है तो आपका स्विट्जरलैंड में, बाजिल में सबसे बड़ा ऑफिस है, बट उन्होंने रैप डाउन करके सारा चीज अपना इंडिया में हैदराबाद में सेटअप किया है। So they have done the wonders and they have actually gained a lot of efficiency because they get a labor, costing is lesser, plus they get whatever the volume what they want, they get it easily here. That trust, the confidence, lot of students, lot of colleges they visit, they have done lot of freshers hiring. Every year they do internship, lot of internship programs and everything they run because of the early talent only. In that internship might be some of them get the offer, some of them doesn't get the offer because they identify the candidates after that. That yes, this guy was good entire his internship or this guy was good entire his trainingship. When he came, he delivered what we have asked. Even he was very curious to understand, and when we told him, he was able to deliver those all things. So those actually give the confidence to them.
Great. So last question. What comments or what guidance do you have for any fresher who wants to step into this industry? क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है?
So dedicate करना है अपने आप को.
Okay.
अगर इंजीनियर आपने कोई भी ग्रेजुएशन पोजीशन किया, कितना आप डेडिकेटली पढ़े हो, that's good, that's your knowledge, no one can take you ever. अब अगला जो भी 2-3 महीना है आपके पास, इसमें आप इंटरव्यू, आपको अपने आप को डेडिकेट करना है. आपको एक गलती से सीखना है. एक जगह आप गए, आप रिजेक्ट हुए, आपको फीडबैक मिला, आप उससे पहले सीखो, उससे डीमोटिवेट नहीं होना, उसको पॉजिटिव लेना है, उस पर काम करना है. इफ यू डोंट गेट द आंसर, आपको कनेक्ट करना है, आपको रास्ता ढूंढना है उसके लिए. यू कांट से कि यार मेरा नहीं हुआ, मैं बैठ गया चुपचाप, या मुझे ये चीज़ नहीं आती है. उसके लिए आपको रास्ता ढूंढना है, आपको उनसे बात, लोगों से बात करनी है, समझना. आज के डेट में इंटरनेट तो लाइक एनीथिंग यू गेट, you type and even A B C D you will type, you will get lot of options, lot of answers you will get from them. So you can get those all answers. So you have to prepare first your mind to take the feedback. It's negative, positive, you have to take it. You can't be very stubborn. Then second thing is, if you are going for any courses or anything, what in class they are teaching, you have to implement it in a day in, day out. If you are not practicing that, it is equivalent to like you are not doing anything.
Exactly.
क्लास में जो पढ़ाया जाता है वो एक सिर्फ एक स्पेसिफिक सिनेरियो से पढ़ाया जा सकता होगा, बट उसको अगर एक्चुअल में इम्प्लीमेंट करना है डे इन डे आउट लाइफ में, जब तक आप खुद नहीं करोगे तब तक आप उसके बारे में नहीं जान सकते. सो ये कुछ चीज़ें हैं जो, और कॉन्फिडेंस होना चाहिए कि अगर आप जा रहे हो बात करने, इंटरव्यू के लिए जा रहे हो, कि यार वो बंदे का कम्युनिकेशन इतना पार्ट हुआ, मेरा तो नहीं है, मेरा तो प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है, मेरा सेलेक्ट नहीं होगा, आप डिमोटिवेट हो गए, कॉन्फिडेंस वही लैक कर गया आपका. और ठीक है, सामने वाला क्या कर रहा है उससे मतलब नहीं, बिकॉज व्हेन यू वर्क फॉर योरसेल्फ, you are getting the salary, you are not getting the salary of someone else. So you think about that, what all qualities I have, that person might have a good quality of communication, he is talking fluent English. You see what quality you have and showcase that quality in your interview. If someone says I have a quality, I know about that domain, I know about the process, I'll go and talk about the process. If interviewer goes somewhere, I'll try to bring them back, talk about the process, so that at least I can showcase my talent.
Right.
And if you are able to do that, I'm 99.99% sure that you will be selected in any interview.
Perfect. So I think that's it for today. Thank you so much, Rajeev, for all your time and wonderful insights. So guys, do stay, do find more updates on this channel. Thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you everyone.